The mysteries of One Piece are what make Ichiro Oda's storytelling so compelling. His narrative style built over time, leaving room for interpretation which fuel countless theories, no matter how wild they are. Like Shanks having an evil twin or Emu being Joy Boy's vice. One such theory suggests that Mary Joa, the celestial capital atop the Red Line, was originally named Mary Joy and might have ties to Joy Boy's mother or a figure closely connected to him. While this may sound far-fetched, but with linguistic clues, mythological parallels and historical hints in mind, the case for Mary Joa being Mary Joy somehow seems more likely than not. The name Mary Joa itself offers a lot of meaning. In Latin and Spanish, Mar means sea and Mary has roots in Stella Maris, which also means star of the sea in French. Similarly, Emu, when river spells Umi, it is a Japanese word for sea. These linguistic connections add weight to the theory. Joa, on the other hand, seems tied to the French term bourgeoisie, which is representing the upper class. However, its pronunciation also closely resembles joy, much like reveal of Laugh Tale being a wordplay on Raft Tale. It's plausible that Mary Joa was originally Mary Joy. Now come to the Mary Joy and Joy Boy's familial link. If Mary Joy was indeed the original name of Ancient Kingdom, then its connection to Joy Boy become even more intriguing. The name Joy Boy could have come from Mary Joy's boy, suggesting a familial relationship. Joy Boy might have been the son or spiritual successor of someone named Mary Joy, whose ideals or legacy represented freedom and prosperity. There is also another possibility that Mary Joy was the name of Ancient Kingdom, and Joy Boy was the man who represented it internationally against 20 kingdoms. Emu, in display of power after defeating the kingdom, named his new world after them. Now there are other theories like mythological parallel of Mary, Emu and Joy Boy. This theory gains strength when viewed through the lens of mythology. So according to this theory, the name Mary as a star of the sea ties to Venus as a symbol of love, beauty and abundance. Venus is also known as morning star, an image that resonates with Shirahoshi, who is Poseidon, whose name means white star. Emu's lush private garden filled with ancient plants reflect Venus's association with fertility and life. Emu's connection to the sea through the river's name Umi suggests a deeper link to the aquatic theme, mermaid and even the sun tree Eve, which sustain Fishman Island. If Mary Joy was tied to the ancient kingdom ideals, her influence might have extended to both the sea and the natural world, which are central to the One Piece mythos. Emu's role as the ruler of the celestial dragon raises the question of why such powerful figure would adopt the name Mary Joy or its distorted form Mary Joa. The answer might lie in the act of conquest. By taking the name of ancient kingdom's capital, Emu would assert dominance over its legacy, symbolically erasing its history. The historical parallels are striking. This is similar to how European colonizers renamed indigenous land. Emu's use of Mary Joy might reflect a similar approach. What once represented joy and prosperity was corrupted into oppressive seat of power we know today. Now there is one question also comes in mind: why Mary Joy matters? The connection between Mary Joy and Joy Boy paints a picture of resistance and legacy. If Joy Boy's existence was tied up to Mary Joy, it underscores the stake of ongoing battle against the world government. The parallels to the characters like Shirahoshi, the sun god tree Eve, and the ideals of freedom further reinforce this theory's plausibility. Emu's inability to destroy Fishman Island or harm Shirahoshi suggests a limitation tied to the ancient past. Could the sun god tree Eve, which sustained life below the Red Line, hold a secret that Emu cannot destroy without unraveling their power? If Mary Joy was truly the name of the ancient kingdom, then its ideals of coexistence and abundance still resonate, even in the defiance of the world government's tyranny. Well, the video ends here, but I like to know your opinion, so make sure to let me know in the comments. If you enjoy the video, do give it a like and also subscribe to the channel. We will meet again with another amazing video. Until then, goodbye.